I have a milestone birthday coming up this month, so I figured why not do a get to know me video. I'm going to put chocolates in this jar. Counted out 50 of them, so here are 50 things about me. I didn't brush my hair today. I was going to just for the video, and then I thought, it's a video about me, why not be me? On my days off, sometimes I don't brush my hair. I just put it up and leave it. I'm an IUD baby. My mom got pregnant with me with an IUD in, told my dad and my grandma that they had taken it out, but the doctor had really told her that it could get rid of me, and she didn't like that option, so she kept it in and was the only one that worried my entire pregnancy that it would be stuck in my head like this. It wasn't. I was born without a doctor in the room. The doctor came in and I was on the bed, and he said to my mom, "You shouldn't have pushed." And she was like, "You try not pushing." I was the third kid, so I guess she was a pro by then. I was the first girl on my mom's side. Her brother had had 2 babies. Her other brother had had 2 boys. Her other brother had had 2 boys. And she had had 2 boys. And I was the first girl. She said my grandma was so excited that she did a parade up and down the street. But I turned out not to be girly at all. I was a tomboy. I liked stilts. I liked go-karts. I liked skateboarding. Tomboy. My room was pink my whole childhood. My walls were painted pink. I had pink wallpaper. I had pink sheets. I had pink pillowcases. My mom even made pink pillows for my desk chair and put pink like tack on top of the desk. Everything was pink. I hated pink until about 5 years ago. My favorite color is blue. I have the rarest blood type. 2.5% of the world has it. I have always had skin issues. I had chicken pox when I was 6 months old. My mom said my brothers had like 5 or 6 pox, and I was covered head to toe. I burn easily. I sunburn, I peel, I'm whiter underneath. I guess that's the Scottish in me. I had horrible acne all through high school. My doctor gave me some sort of cream that was like a chemical peel that peeled a layer off my skin, and then I had a fuzzy face, so I think I would rather have had the acne. I got psoriasis as soon as I reached perimenopause. You can probably see the patch right there. And also right after I'd had my son, I had a patch on my forehead. So I think that my psoriasis is hormonal, as was the acne. I had a super happy childhood. I lived in a small little town. All the kids gathered and played together, swam in the ditches when it like rained, played hide and go seek. I'm from the generation that our parents had us be outside until the sun came down, and we all just played with each other. We built forts. Went to the park. We built stilts. We played that horse game. Fun childhood. No complaints. My parents are still together. This month they celebrated their 58th wedding anniversary. I am a cusp baby, Gemini Cancer cusp. I was born on the first day of summer. I share a birthday with Prince William. This is getting harder than you'd think. More things about me. I had swimmer's ear because I was such a water baby when I was a kid. My mom said I was the first person in the water and the last person out. I had 7 piercings in this ear, 1 piercing in this ear. I had hair pierced about 5 years ago. It wouldn't heal. I couldn't sing. It hurt to eat, so I wound up not keeping it. I pierced here when I was in high school. I don't think you can see the scar. There's like a little, like a slit. My body pushed it out after 2 weeks, and then I re-pierced it myself. I also pierced, I think, holes 4 and 5 myself on this ear. I went in odd increments. I like odd numbers. So I went 1, 3, 5, 7 in this ear. But the second time I pierced my hand, my body rejected it right away. Didn't like that. I have 1 wisdom tooth on this side. These 3 all came out. They were coming in sideways and had to be drilled out. I don't like the idea of being unconscious around people. So I was awake when they took these 3 wisdom teeth out. This one came down and grew in because they had removed a tooth. I have a degree in radio broadcasting. I won the English award at my graduation, but I had moved And my parents went to my graduation and accepted it on my behalf and didn't tell me until later when they like mailed me my check because I had won the English award. A week after I turned 18, my best friend and I moved to British Columbia. I worked at a library for 3 years in high school. I started babysitting when I was 11, so basically I've worked almost my whole life. My brother worked at Canada's Wonderland when they had a lot of concerts. And so I saw Tiffany and New Kids on the Block. I saw High Five and the Party. I saw Bare Naked Ladies. I saw Stevie B. I saw Maestro Fresh Wes. Fun fact, when I was working at a radio station, I met Maestro Fresh Wes in the radio station, and he's a lot shorter than you would think he is. I also met Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey. Jessica Simpson, Nick Lachey. Also a lot shorter than you would think they are. When I was about 6, I would take either my brother's or my mother's, whoever owned it, Michael Jackson cassette, and I played it so much that my dad went into a record store and bought me Culture Club and came home and said, please play this. I want to hear something other than Michael Jackson. And so Culture Club was my very first cassette that I ever had. And fun fact, when my son was 6, Michael Jackson died. So we were the same age that we were exposed to like Michael Jackson. And I kept listening to so much Michael Jackson that he's always been a huge Michael Jackson fan. My son is biracial. My mom always called me colorblind because all of my friends, and if you look at my staff that I hire, they're all over the board. I've never cared. I just see people as people. I didn't go to my prom. I was the big girl. So, I also was the only one in my grade 8 class who didn't have a date to our graduation party. What else? This is harder than you would think. I'm claustrophobic. I used to think that I was, and it confirmed it when I had an MRI and then cried for an hour straight afterwards. I stopped growing hair on my legs once I hit perimenopause. I'm really just grasping at straws now because I don't know what else to be. Oh, I've been to Elvis's house. My dad drove us to Graceland after his mom died and his dad died and my youngest brother died and a neighbor friend of his who was on a baseball team died. And he was like, that's it, we're going to Graceland. So I guess he thought life was too short. I've been to Vegas for a wedding. What else? I have 4 more. I need 4 more things about myself. Oh, I am an insomniac and have been my whole life. My mom said when she would go to bed, or my dad would go to bed after they'd put me to bed at like 8 o'clock and it was like 10 or 11, they would be like, night, kids. And they would always hear, night, daddy, coming from my room. Oh, speaking of my dad has called me the wee wall for my whole life. I don't think he's ever actually used my name. It's been wee wall or wall. That's his nickname for me. 2 more. Oh, I can recite The Princess Bride from beginning to end. So I don't watch it with people because I will just annoy them. One last one. Let's make it a good one. Oh, I've been the manager of 3 separate music stores spanning over the last 27 years.